Ready to unwrap a surprise from Consumer Cellular? Experience the gift of freedom with no contract, no hidden fees, and always free activation. Here comes the holiday surprise. From now till December 31st, new customers can enjoy their second month for free. To get this holiday offer, visit consumercellular.com or call 1-888-FREEDOM and use promo code PODCAST. Act before December 31st to get your second month on us. Use promo code PODCAST.
Hello, welcome to the Joy Business Report. Coming up this morning, oil marketing companies warn of significant hikes in fuel prices by last quarter of this year as government works to implement IMF program conditionalities for the sector. Also, business groups mount pressure on government to use media budget to review taxes and reassure private sector players of a stable exchange rate regime. And later on the Business Journal, we'll tell you how mushroom farmers are adding value to help increase commercial demand. Details coming up. Happy Friday, everyone. Thanks for being with us. My name is Darryl Kwao. Be prepared for some significant hikes in prices of petroleum products from last quarter of this year. That's warning coming from Chief Executive of the Association of Oil Marketing Companies, Kweku Agyeman. This is based on IMF program conditionalities, which require fuel prices to be tied to the city's performance. In addition, the IMF wants the Bank of Ghana to gradually cut forex support for importers of petroleum products. Mr. Agyeman has been speaking on PM Express Business Edition.
For our consumers, it's going to be worse. We're going to move from this state that we think we are not at a good price high. It's going to be higher. Because if you look at the incidence of levies and taxes on it, and as I said, we're going to put this one in the perspective of what the CD rate is or the interest rate is at any given window. Obviously, we're going to have price. You know, the next rate that you're going to get is dependent on Ghana government doing this kind of thing. And it's going to come. Because Ghana government needs money. It needs the money. So it's good that we psych ourselves up what is going to happen. Because I've done a lot of analysis to realize that no matter what is going to happen.
Kweku Agyeman, Chief Executive of the Association of Oil Marketing Companies. Let's turn to the commodity market. Crude oil has shot up to $81 a barrel from yesterday's trading. Gold trading this morning at $1,960 an ounce after going up marginally. Cocoa selling at $3,267 a ton after losing a significant $70. Now, be sure to catch a repeat of PM Express Business Edition for that conversation with Kweku Agyeman, who is Chief Executive of the Association of Oil Marketing Companies and other stakeholders in the sector. Now, some business groups are mounting pressure on government to use the media budget to review some taxes introduced in the 2023 budget. The groups have also appealed to government to work at ensuring a stable exchange rate regime to propel private sector growth. Speaking to Joy Business ahead of the budget presentation, President of the Ghana Union of Traders Association, Joseph Obeng, said businesses are struggling to break even under the current tax regime.
At this point, when we want the growth of businesses, because we have succeeded getting the IMF, what we have to take now is to make sure that businesses have the space to grow again and revamp the economy. This is the only stage that we are now. Otherwise, if you do the things that we have been doing and keep on doing it, it means that we will succeed collapsing businesses and then the whole economy will be at stake.
You heard President of the Ghana Union of Traders Association, Joseph Obeng. Stakeholders in the agri sector have called for a concerted effort to bring together all players in the value chain to help create employment for the youth. According to them, access to cheap funding and tax waivers on imported farming inputs are critical for the survival of agribusinesses. They have been speaking on Joy Business Social ahead of the 2023 media budget. Here's more in this report.
The agricultural sector has been touted as one with the potential to deliver Ghana's economic freedom. Unfortunately, the sector, which grew by 4.8% in the first quarter of 2023, has been one of the highest contributors to the country's skyrocketing inflation rates in recent times. Ahead of the 2023 mid-year budget, Edward Karuwe, The General Secretary of the General Agricultural Workers Union called on government to introduce policies which will develop the agri value chain.
One area that government can seriously intervene is looking at a cluster of policies that will work to support agricultural production and create market for agricultural produce.
On reducing the cost of production, Dr. Charles Nyaba urged government to implement tax waivers which will encourage mechanized farming.
Agro inputs used to benefit some kind of tax waivers. And recently, all those waivers have been taken up, leading to increase in cost of all those inputs. As we speak, we have people who have their produce at the port. They are not able to clear them.
The CEO of the Aquaculture Chamber of Ghana, Jacob Azeka, called for the establishment of an aquaculture fund.
We proposed for the establishment of the Aquaculture Development Fund, increasing the investment to the aquaculture space. If these plans are implemented, I can assure you that we can achieve that production target set by the Ministry of Fisheries and Aquaculture Development.
As of now, fingers are crossed as many wait to see policies which will unearth the full potential of Ghana's agricultural sector.
Isaac Atasenyako filed that report. Now, Minister of Trade and Industry Katie Hammond has assured that concerns of tax waivers and challenges in securing government support for the One District, One Factory project will soon be addressed. According to him, the president has tasked the team in Parliament to deal with the challenge, which has become a hindrance to its industrialization policy. Mr. Hammond pledged that the tax component of the program will be reviewed.
One of the facilities that we provide under the 1D, 1F program is to ensure that companies are provided with exemptions from various taxations, waivers, and the lot. In the last couple of years, there have been considerable challenges in Parliament as to this particular process of granting the exemptions. We're working on it. The President tasked myself and the Minister for Parliamentary Affairs, leader of the House, and I was Chief Minister Bunsu, to make sure that this matter is completely streamlined. We intend to see in the system. We will hope to get them sorted out.
Minister of Trade and Industry Katie Hammond, you're listening to the Joy Business Report. Now, the focus on mushroom has predominantly been on trading the fresh produce rather than value addition. Today on the Business Journal, Love FM's Mona Lisa Frimpong engages farmers who say adding value to mushrooms has enhanced the quality and addressed the demand for ready-made food products. Take a listen.
Juliana Amwakon's mushroom farm sits in her living room. Having started mushroom farming in 2018, she won the 2019 Best Farmer in the Oforikrom municipality in the Ashanti region.
I have put up sheds in my spacious living room. That is where I wake up at dawn to nurse the crops.
Inside, a diner. By sunset, at a $4 no back and tell my home maternity may be alcohol.
But ineffective processing and short-term storage techniques have flared up post-harvest losses. Growers and processors record little remuneration as a result.
So we need to fresh and say what to fresh a jumma ebe fakoton na oni grandma.
You cannot rely on the sale of the fresh produce. What if we enter the rainy season? The retailers fail to come.